It's
Look
the
at
most
that.
wonderful day of the week.
It's the most wonderful day of the week.
And that would be Monday.
It is Monday. It's the 12th of the 12th.
Oh, it is
12,
12,
12, 22.
22.
10 years ago today, it was 12, 12, 12.
I guess that is also very true.
If you were
This
born...
is also our 132nd episode of the EriDan Film Festival. It's a magical night as the holiday film fest of double feature madness continues.
Yes. And wow.
Wow is right. And there's going to be a lot of wow tonight. I have a feeling there's going to be some controversy tonight.
I don't think there will be.
You don't think? I think.
I have a strange feeling that the biggest controversy tonight is that all of us are going to understand Adam. Or maybe not.
I don't know. I think that'll be interesting. Tonight, we have a double feature where we watched two movies, Full Court Miracle and The Family Stone, holiday movies.
And The Family Stone.
And Sly and The Family Stone. And we will be talking about those movies tonight with you. You at home.
Me?
Right there. Yes.
Me? Oh,
yes,
I get to talk. Oh, wonderful.
Join us now.
Yeah, why are you talking like that?
I don't know. It's so easy to
do Seinfeld. So if you want to be a guest, you can just go to EriDanLive.com.
It's so easy. And if you haven't seen these movies, you should still join us because you might get to choose one of next week's movies. So how fun is that?
I did have a friend today who said
you could be faceless, be in the comments.
I had a friend today who's upset at the fact that we have such a small viewership that every time he logs in, it's only him and one other person. I go, where are you watching? He goes, I'm on YouTube. I go, yeah, but you can watch us on Facebook, 3 different channels on Facebook, actually.
Yeah.
And on YouTube on 2 different channels, on Twitch and on Twitter. There's so many places to be watching us.
So Facebook will tell you that you're one of 2 viewers, but you're only one of 2 viewers on Facebook, is what you're saying. Is that there might be 100 other people watching on Twitch that you don't get to know about if you're just watching on Facebook.
Yes, from the comments, the internal comments, somebody says I watch it on Grindr.
Oh.
And he also said, if you haven't seen these movies, congratulations.
Oh.
You have 180 minutes of your life back.
Well, I have a feeling that if there's a consensus, this might be one of the shortest shows on record.
We don't have to talk much. I mean, we have some people that have already done the EriDanLive.com link.
Oh, really? Are there?
And they're already waiting for us in the green room. And you two could join us right here, right now.
Tell us about them, Dan.
All right. Well, here's the first one right now.
We're so going to jail for that, but that's all right. Hey, it's Stacy and Wade.
Yep, that's us. We're here.
And
Speaking of here,
your Christmas decoration, your sole Christmas decoration.
We have a whole tree and 2 trees.
That's a snowflake, Eric. That's not necessarily a Christmas decoration.
It's a Hanukkah flake.
It's a Hanukkah flake, exactly.
Oh.
There you go.
Wow.
And they're the Maccabees.
Hanukkah flakes. What?
See, there's the tree.
Oh, yes. That is very festive.
And speaking of Hanukkah flakes,
I'm sorry, Dave. This conversation can serve no purpose anymore.
And look at this, the fewest number of people ever.
This conversation can serve no purpose.
Oh, man. You don't think I think we might tonight we might be doing a public service.
Color. You can pick whatever side.
No, because
we might be helping those in need of visual entertainment.
We already did this.
I'm actually not going to rate things as bad as I think I'm going to rate them.
Oh.
Because I find good in everything. That's my nature.
Really? What is Dan? I'm gonna have to look up what your
What's
lowest.
Dan's lowest rated movie?
It'll be higher than my lowest. Believe me, these are not failures, so they're not going to be in the 60s even.
Oh well, how about that? It's a spoiler.
Yes, but the holiday movies. I mean, doing a double feature was nice. If you look at the picture. I think on Facebook it'll show a picture for the show tonight.
Yeah.
There was a scene where Craig T. Nelson is standing beside a Christmas tree, and it lined up perfectly with our Christmas tree. So I snapped a picture of that. and that is our picture. Something's going on at the Ryder household.
There's something going down.
There's whispering. There's
also some murmuring. There's
Making transactions.
collusion.
Are you guys Venmoing each other? What's happening?
No.
Oh,
They actually sell their selections. You know, if you come up with the wheel, I'll
Yeah,
give
no,
you $5 to pick.
World Surf League has free hydro flasks with stuff, and I already ordered one, so I was like, "Do you want one?"
oh.
Yeah.
There you go.
I missed everything you guys are talking about.
That's all right. Well, let's find out exactly. I think we're gonna. Which one are we starting with?
Let's start with. I don't know. Wade's here. We'll start with Wade's.
Let's start with Wade's. Let's go Family Stone from 2005, rated PG-13. Starting Diane Keaton, Craig T. Nelson, Dermot Mulroney, Luke Wilson, and a ton of other people, and Sarah Jessica Parker. Budget of 18 million, worldwide gross of 92 million, critics 52, audience 63. Wade, what about the Family Stone made you?
What about the Family Stone made you?
Why is it Seinfeld tonight, Eric?
What was it? Oh, I just went blurry. All right, what about the Family Stone?
Oh, it's just that Christmas train wreck that made it interesting, I thought. So.
All right.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Was this anybody's first time seeing the Family Stone? That would be me.
Oh, okay. I thought it was my first time. And as I'm watching, I'm going, I saw this. And then as we're watching it, I'm going through old EriDan shows on YouTube and Facebook trying to, like, holy crap, what if we actually inadvertently, for the first time ever, watched a movie twice? Because it seems so familiar. And my wife was like, no, we did watch this either last year or the year before.
Right.
We were doing every night we're watching a different one.
In your other life.
Right.
In your personal life.
Your life away from Eric.
Yeah.
How is that possible?
Speaking of away from Eric. All right, Brian is in the house. All right. Well, Brian, just in time to talk about your new favorite movie, The Family Stone.
Sorry, Brian.
It's all good.
You look like just a disembodied head, Brian.
Oh, I could try to sit up better. I'm sorry.
Oh, look,
he's got a neck. He's got a neck.
By Brian's neck.
There. All better.
Wow.
That's awesome. All right. So, well, it's a movie.
Which one were we talking about first? The Family
Stone.
We're getting the Family Stone out of the way first.
These movies were
about the Family Stone. Sarah Jessica Parker, Dermot Mulroney. Wow, did I hate this movie? I can't even tell you. I can't even. Words do not describe how much I hated this movie. Every person in this. The bottom line is anybody who has ever dated or get married or into another family, these people were jerks to Sarah Jessica Parker.
Oh, especially Amy.
Yeah.
She was the biggest jerk of all.
I was calling her
I hated them all.
This whole time, I'm like, you anti-Semites, because Jessica Parker's Jewish. I'm like, how dare you? And then I was like, okay, wait a minute. She's not playing a Jewish person. That was my first thing is, oh, wait. And it was like they were immediately just mean. But I don't
think you were supposed to feel sorry for Sarah Jessica Parker's character in this movie. I don't think that was the
I think you were. I think that was what they were trying to set up, is you were supposed to feel sympathy for her. And I think they failed at trying to generate sympathy for her because they didn't make her very likable either.
Yeah.
I mean, Savannah was Ben was sort of likable. You know, he was okay. He was your typical like underachieving stoner family member. Wasn't a bad guy.
And it should have been Owen Wilson, not Luke Wilson. But let's go on. They needed the dark hair.
Yeah.
Craig T. Nelson was okay. He wasn't a complete jerk. The gay couple was good. They were reasonably nice.
Yes.
But man, some of them were just such jerks, including the leads in many ways.
And the fact that he was ready to marry this woman, and after a night with her sister, of walking for like 20 minutes.
What do you mean after a night? The moment he saw her on the bus, he was ready to marry her.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God.
There was too many. There were just too many things that were just sucky. Like this was such a formula movie where they're like, okay, let's do it. We want to do a Christmas movie. Let's get as many stars as we can get, mostly white.
It was a Hallmark movie with a way too big budget.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't even know if it was a Hallmark movie.
No.
It wasn't happy enough for Hallmark.
Yeah, it wasn't happy enough.
And even the Mad Cat, any attempts at humor weren't actually even very good.
If you take away the mother's cancer,
when they
which
slipped,
really wasn't really a major part of the movie, then it was a Hallmark movie with just a much more highly paid cast.
Yeah.
And if halfway through, right after the dinner scene,
you made it through the past halfway.
At that point, if I had not been watching for EriDan, I would have. If I was in a theater, gotten up and left.
Oh yeah.
If I was watching it on TV, I would have deleted it and found something better to watch. The second half was not as bad as the first half. I'm not saying it redeemed it.
Oh no, I felt like it went bad.
It didn't redeem it to me, but it was the second half at least made it not absolutely unwatchable.
Okay, this question: why Wade? He came home from somewhere, Colorado or somewhere, and he had been on a flight, and he's like, "You gotta watch this movie. It is so, it's you have to watch it." And I'm like, "Why?" And we watched it. This is like the third time I've seen this movie.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I hate this movie worse every time I see it. Diane Keaton, I wanted to just I hated her. I was calling her bad names out loud. And Amy.
Whenever it goes to her to get the grandmother's ring, and she's just like, no.
Mm-hmm. Which I understand her emotions. I do, but it was so weird.
But she was so dismissive.
Yeah.
She was
Absolutely.
They
didn't have to have them hate her, and they had to give us a reason for them to hate her.
Yes,
there was no reason.
Yeah, they jumped so quickly to that. She didn't actually do anything to be treated the way.
And apparently, her redemption arc was almost instantaneous. It was she's a real jerk. Unless she has some beers, then she's fine.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. That was the key to loosen her up. Just alcohol.
Yes.
I think that the sister was just a biatch the whole time.
So this is funny. Well, two things. Here's the lining up of the tree with the picture.
Funny.
Greg T. Nelson lines up perfectly.
That's cute.
Yeah. And my mom is texting me in real time here. She gave her score, then she lowered her score as we were talking.
Keep it coming down.
It may keep going lower. We're not sure. But yeah, my biggest problem with the movie was the acting, the writing, the directing, the cinematography, the editing. The lighting was fantastic, though.
This is again where one of those movies where you go, well, they had so much talent. Why? Right?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, and I literally almost said out loud as I'm watching it, and they get to the part where the pregnant daughter is watching Meet Me in St. Louis, going, "Oh, I wish I were watching that movie."
Well, Rebecca makes a good point here that she appreciates the use of the ASL.
Yeah.
I appreciate it, but I also didn't appreciate the inconsistency of it.
Yeah.
But
because
they didn't show their
Sometimes
hands
they wouldn't.
Yeah.
And sometimes it felt like they were just doing things that weren't even real.
Well,
but the one thing they said online was,
I'm not going to do it. Never mind.
That was somewhat realistic in the sense that, families that don't always live with someone who's deaf, but who've made at least some attempt to learn it, it's probably fairly realistic. They're not consistent. They're not always remembering.
Speaking of consistent.
Here's
one of my big pet peeves, because one of the potentially sweet moments in the movie is when Meredith gives picture frames to everyone, right? Of the picture, and and it's a very sweet. And if I get to share, is this sharing right now? I'm having issues.
Oh, you know what? Let me stop. There we go. Now you can share.
Let me share a little something here, because she shared.
There we go.
You just killed Dave. What did you do to Dave?
No, I didn't do anything to Dave.
So she shares, you
That
know,
was
she
me.
obviously, Meredith, you did good, right? Good job, Meredith. And then we jump to the end of the movie where they've had it reframed.
I didn't notice that.
Wow, we appreciate that you got us the frame, but we didn't like your matting.
It's even a different size photo.
Yeah, it's not the same. It's the original, I think, that she had seen on the desk.
Mhm.
It's so bad.
Yeah.
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 I did sort of like Luke Wilson's character. You know, Ben was kind of okay.
He was like the normal one in the family.
Yeah,
He was the normal
definitely
one. And Susanna was nice. The pregnant daughter was nice. She actually made an attempt, you know, but overall, man, it's one of those Christmas movies with a lot of really unpleasant people that you don't like.
Yeah, one thing I think reason I kind of noticed it a little bit was I think it was like Sarah Jessica Parker's best acting I've ever seen her in a movie. So
I didn't feel like she was playing her character from Sex and the City.
Right.
Other than her fashion sense.
Well, of course. I'll just find another pair of shoes that match the dress that I bought these shoes to match.
Yeah.
Then why were you wearing them? If they're supposed to match the dress that you bought them to, then why did you have them on?
I
in the
got
first
the
place?
feeling those were shoes that she had gotten from somewhere. She had taken them out of her bag or something. I thought she was wearing black shoes when she came in.
See, that's what I thought too. And then all of a sudden, the girl was wearing those shoes.
Yeah, the little girl was wearing them.
Yeah.
Oh, she just grabbed her other
she
shoes.
broke
Yeah.
them, and she broke
And
them.
another thing was the fact that everybody paired off at the end.
Oh yeah,
It was the perfect match
That's
for
what I was going to say.
everybody.
Everybody got the
we're
perfect
happy
Christmas
now.
semester.
Except Mom, she's gone.
That's okay. The sequel will have Dad finding a new love.
Probably the happiest one of them all.
Well, the dad found what's her name, and then they had that whole poltergeist thing happen.
And then he coached the basketball team.
Yeah, then he was Shelley
Something.
Fabre, I think, was his wife.
Something like that.
Yes, that was football.
Football,
That
coached
transitions us into the basketball movie.
football.
Well, shall we rate this one so we can just transition to the basketball?
Yeah, let's get that one.
Let's get this out of the way. All right, here we go.
Well, we have to start with Wade because it's his
Of
movie.
course, absolutely. Gets to set the
Here's
stage.
Wade.
Set
Yeah.
the stage here, Wade.
So the main thing I remembered about it was that it was a train wreck, not that it was like so emotional and things. So sorry about that.
That was The Fugitive. We watched The Fugitive already. That had a train wreck in it.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a 70. We'll just start going.
Wade loves a good crash.
All right. Will that be the highest score? Stacy?
Could be.
Yeah, it might be. Yeah, just because I was trying to decorate my Christmas tree while watching this, and I was so nasty toward these people because I really could not stand them. I did not finish decorating my tree. It was
Wow.
Yeah.
Ruined your Christmas spirit.
I was tired anyway, and I just was not nice to these people. And yeah, I'm like, yeah, I hate this movie. So I'm gonna give it a 60.
Whoa.
All
I
right.
just hate these people.
Brian, welcome back. Good to see you.
Yes.
Yes.
I see. I didn't even come up with a number yet because I was very affected by the mother passing away because today we found out my mom she might have liver cancer and maybe bone cancer. So the mom had breast cancer in this movie, and I was very affected by that.
Yeah.
I did not like the movie, not just because of that, and all the other reasons that we stated.
That was just the cherry on the sundae.
Yeah, that was just the
Just to make things worse.
So I don't know. I'm like, I don't know. I don't want to make an emotional like rating.
Go for
but I think I'm good. Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
What do you feel?
Man. I'm feeling like 50 something. I don't know. Let's go with like 57. That's what I want to say.
Heinz 57.
There you go.
Second movie.
There you
And look
go.
at this. 10 out of 10 will not watch it again. I guess that case makes it
I
pretty
didn't
high.
even know that.
Otherwise, I'm going to give it
Oh,
a
man, there we
57.
go.
So Brittany gives it a 57 also.
I didn't even know that she was.
And there you go.
That's funny.
Are those mushrooms?
Yeah, I'm not going to watch it again either. But
3 times, people. 3 times.
I feel for you. I feel for you.
Insane.
The Maccabees suffered, you know.
I feel like we watched it last year too.
See, I'm telling you, I felt like we watched it last year.
Maybe.
I definitely think I talked about it on the show.
Maybe.
It is one of those movies that I know some people really do like. It is not like Christmas Vacation that people rave about, but and like I said, even though I know Eric doesn't agree, the second half at least had some redeeming qualities to it. The first half was just, here are a bunch of people. You don't like any of them, just one after the other. It was just like, oh my. So I am going to give it the same score I gave Christmas Vacation, which was a 50.
Wow.
Okay.
All right. Anybody else in the comments want to give their scores? Oh, here's Rebecca's. I've seen movies a lot worse than this. Wow, she gave it a 76.
Oh, that should have been on the poster.
I know.
Not wrong. There are worse movies than this, but this was so
Absolutely.
emotionally. I hated people, and it's a Christmas movie. You can't hate people in a Christmas movie.
It also reminded me a little bit. It reminded me a little bit how in A Knight's Tale, just all of a sudden, you know, they're going through the movie, and it's like, we don't have enough sympathy here. How about the dad's blind? Oh, good idea. You know, I almost got that feeling the way they treated the cancer in this. It was almost just like we need some reason to have this be sympathetic. Okay, yeah, I got it.
Yeah, that I get you there. Yeah, definitely, because they didn't even like. Oh,
Do not compare this to
A Knight's Tale was a little worse, but yeah.
I lost what I was gonna say because I just was reading that. No, they did treat it like, because they didn't even say like, yeah, she's got cancer. They just she's sick, you know. Like,
well, I think they were trying to keep a little bit of drama to it by having some of the kids seem to sense it while others didn't, and things like that. But yeah.
All right. So all right. I'll go through my mom's stuff first, because she's not on the air with us, but she's texting me because she watches this on her TV now on YouTube, and you can't comment on your TV apparently.
Oh, well, that's a good point.
Family Stone with a Dying Mother was not a happy movie for her at this particular time. I mean, her sister just passed, which is sad.
Right.
My mom also did have breast cancer a few years back. I'd give it a not so great score of 60. What a messed up family. Then all of a sudden she goes, lower my score to 40.
Whoa!
I could relate with her meeting his family as some of your father's cousins treated me unpleasantly every time I saw them. I don't know if I was supposed to read that one or not. But
family drama coming now.
I'm sure those cousins are all dead.
Oh man!
But I just, or they don't watch the show, and if they don't watch the show,
they're dead to you.
Exactly. So, you know, I didn't hate the movie, because I did watch it a year ago apparently. And Becky kept saying, why are you being so negative? Like, I just kept calling things out that were just inconsistencies and stupidness. And again, I think Luke Wilson was the wrong choice. I think Owen would have been a better choice, because I think he's the more likable of the two. But the blonde hair wouldn't have made sense with all of them. They needed to have a brown haired guy. Although Luke Wilson with brown hair, I mean, Owen Wilson with brown hair could have been exciting. Anyway, yeah, I've been, I don't even know where to go with this. I'm going to go 51. And Adam's giving the opposite of me. Adam's giving it a 15.
Whoa!
Yeah.
This movie sucked. I hated it. 15.
Nice. Okay, there's your poster.
That's the movie. Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Eric?
You know, honestly, I 100% I'm on Team Adam all the way. This movie, I was mad halfway through this movie. There was the only redeeming thing that could have happened to this movie would have been to kill off everybody and start a new movie. That's like the only good way. But the second half would have been able to redeem this movie for me. I gave it a 20. I thought it was, I would watch it probably over Super Troopers, but only by that much. No, this honestly, I mean, the cast, obviously, I like a lot of the people that were in it, which is probably what kept it from getting a 10 or a 15. But no, this movie makes me mad, and so I just can't.
Right.
Yeah, and I agree with Brittany with that. Which again, they just needed a way to get the ring off quickly. So like, it just falls off. What?
Mm-hmm.
Cinderella's slipper. It was meant to fit her.
Yeah.
The awkward scene where he's forcing it on her finger. I mean,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, the whole awkward, stupid. Speaking of awkward and
On
stupid,
the seventh day of Christmas, my true love said to me,
debilitating headaches, night sweats, and fever, dry, flaky skin.
okay.
I'm saying, well, she was touching her sister right before that happened, so she might have been really cold, you know. And
There you go.
Her fingers
That could have been it.
okay.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, there's two things I love in the world: basketball and Hanukkah.
All right, it's,
There we go.
it's a natural transition. It's an easy. Here we go. Full Court Miracle 2003, starring who? What? I don't know.
Eric Knudsen, I've heard of.
I have no idea. There are no budget numbers out there, obviously, because it's made for TV.
There was a couple guys that were on the
The audience over at Rotten Tomatoes, though, 44%.
Well, here's the thing: the 4 words you never want to hear before you're about to watch something is Disney Channel original movie.
Yeah.
Nothing good follows that.
Yeah.
I didn't know when I started it, but within 30 seconds, you go, "This is a TV movie, isn't it?"
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
yes, it was.
I don't mind TV movies though. I like them sometimes.
Sometimes.
And this one was not as bad as it could have been for being a Disney original.
That is true.
Because some of them have been really terrible.
Mhm.
And
Oh my!
There you have it. Thank you, Brittany.
The boy in the movie.
Was it somebody in the Goldbergs? Yeah, he was the
little
deadhead guy on the.
No, the main character
Alex Keeble and Max Keeble.
was Max Keeble's big move.
Yeah.
And then one of the basketball players is the guy with the ponytail in the Goldbergs. The Stone.
Right.
Yes.
And then Eric Knudsen played on the show Continuum, which is a really good time travel show. He played Alex.
This movie isn't.
It had some good actors in it, and I've got some positives for it, and my mom's got a really good positive for it. So here's her comment she has put out: while not a great movie in this time of anti-Semitism and racism, this is a sweet tale that tells the story of the Maccabees and the miracle of the lamp oil lasting, with the generator keeping the lights on long enough for the team to win the tournament. Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
I will say, I mean, obviously, I learned something from this movie, right? I came away with knowledge I did not have earlier.
Yeah, for sure.
And I appreciated that in this, in this movie, there was actually some teachable, history that I thought that was really nice that they were able to fit that in a way.
And I learned that apparently, for reasons unfathomable to me, you need calculus to figure out the basic fuel consumption of a generator, which I always thought was basic algebra.
Yeah.
I would have gone with geometry, so that's just a little I know. But Eric, all the Bible study classes you did when you went to Sunday school, this is in the Old Testament. I mean, it's
I know we just didn't talk about it much.
You just gotta skip right to the sequel. Okay, all right.
We did learn this on Elmo's Christmas special. We talked about the Maccabees.
Oh, we can watch that next.
What about the old Rugrats Christmas before they took off the Jewish characters?
Right. And then Reagan said this was on Caillou's holiday movie.
Oh.
So the Maccabees are out there.
Now, the thing is, Hanukkah is literally such a minor Jewish holiday that it's only been commercialized in the past 100 years.
It only hyped because of the time of year it occurs.
Yeah.
Right. And it is the 25th day of the 12th month on the Hebrew calendar. And Christmas is the 25th day of the 12th month on the Georgian calendar.
And there is gift giving involved.
And there's gift giving, but there didn't used to be.
Yeah.
Anyway.
When you were talking about Maccabees and the lights staying on, that's kind of like
Staying alive?
That's kind of like a time travel thing where the lights stayed on when they really shouldn't have been on.
Right, they got 8 days. I mean, such a thing. How do you last for 8 days?
That's a stretch.
Rebecca says, "I never thought EriDan would be watching a decom." Well, try to find a good Hanukkah movie. This is the problem. Eric, you and I have to write a Hanukkah movie. That's
if we had, instead of doing it on features, if we had gone with a TV series this month, someone could have chosen The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody.
Anyway, so my mom does have a good point. There's a lot of negativity.
Absolutely.
Now. And this was a positive little movie. There was a lot of things I enjoyed about it.
Yes.
some of the basketball stuff I
It
didn't.
was harmless. It was a
yeah,
harmless movie.
From a basketball side, of course.
I don't know. That dreidel song at the end was not harmless.
I like the dreidel rap during the basketball
dreidel,
game.
dreidel.
That was good. Yeah.
This is a movie I actually would watch again. Believe it or not, like this might be my annual Hanukkah movie now.
There you go.
Because
kind of basketball in there that obviously I was curious to get your take on coaching kids of that age.
All right. Well, first off, you only coach 5 of them most of the time.
I
It's like,
know.
what about the rest
Not
of
a
the
very
team?
deep bench.
But then all of a sudden the other
They
kids
showed
showed
up
up.
when they needed extras.
I felt like they stole a little bit from Hoosiers, some of the drills they were doing.
Yeah.
He gets his 10-day contract with the NBA. I would have written it as an 8-day contract, even though that doesn't exist. It would have fit better if they made it 8 days. That would have been a miracle. And I also, I don't know, if I ever coach again, I would do things so differently. But I would make it fun. I would make it like more fun than I've ever made it. Like I would literally have the kids like tell the referees jokes during the game. Like I would have them do things on the floor that were like hysterical.
Would you have them think about the hot girl in the stands to embarrass themselves when they yell at the ref?
I'm actually shocked that nobody said that they were that character's name.
Rebecca Rosenberg. Who was it? That's my wife's other name. Was it Rebecca? What was the name? Rebecca Roseberg?
I forget.
I
It was not Rosenberg.
No.
I would have remembered.
It was Rebecca though. Bloomberg, maybe.
Romaine Stamos.
I very much enjoyed this more than I thought I would. Said Brittany as well as myself. So yeah, this was not a horrible. I would watch this 10 times before I'd watch The Family Stone again. Sorry,
I agree with that.
Yeah,
I don't know about that.
I did think it was funny too that they had like, I think, who are the writers on this again, Eric? Did you pull the things up?
Mogan David and
it was like Silverman. Well, there's 3 names on it.
Joel Silverman.
It was like Silverman, and then Yost. No relation to my friend Chris Yost.
Yeah,
and that guy had written two movies, but they had to bring in a Gentile, I think, just
Marky Yost,
Marky Post, just to slightly unjo it. But overall,
it was a movie.
We need to write a good Hanukkah movie.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never seen 8 Crazy Nights.
I haven't seen any.
I thought we did that one.
No.
Oh,
I've never
all right.
seen it.
Well, I
No.
got a movie in my hip pocket now.
There you go. Yeah.
And that's got basketball in it too. What's with Jews and basketball and Hanukkah?
What's with Jews and basketball?
Why are we doing that? Kramer. Oh, you better believe it.
Wow.
All right. My mom has to do her voting first if she likes.
She has to if she likes.
I mean, I'm talking.
Yeah, it's your mom. It's your mom. I understand. No, it's not.
No, it was her movie.
Was it?
Yeah, she picked it.
Yeah, she picked it.
I wasn't sure.
All right.
Okay, I thought it was yours.
No, it's my mom's movie, so she can put her score out. Everybody else can put their score out. But yeah, I definitely, I'm definitely giving this a higher score than I gave the last one.
Yeah.
Dan, what are these symbols on here? What's that one?
That is Gimel Dala Chai.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shin,
That's right.
Nun, and Gimel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wade couldn't remember them. It's been a while since he took
Gimbal.
Hebrew.
That was about it.
I only know those 4.
I could have went and got the book and looked.
It's like playing guitar. I only know 4 chords. Hebrew, I know 4 letters because they're on.
So you know the AC/DC catalog.
Yes.
Do you remember singing Dreidel, Dreidel, Dreidel?
Oh, yeah.
in
Dreidel.
elementary?
Yeah, Dreidel, I will play.
You sang
Yeah.
a lot of
I
stuff.
made it out of clay. Yeah, that's our song.
My mom used to say, why are you singing that?
Oh, Kanye.
Oh, no,
Idiot,
no.
idiot.
Pretty
Racist.
much.
It's funny calling him a racist, but he is.
It's not funny calling him a racist.
No, that's wrong.
Everybody is some race. So
going back to Family Stone, how uncomfortable was it when she was like, "Are you going to get a black baby or white?" I mean, which one? And then the whole thing is, well, nobody wants. I mean,
when they said four-word movie title and the second word is bride, I went, "Oh, it's The Bride Wore Black." And I mean, that movie had so many things that they telegraphed. It was.
I know, and that's it. Just
Yeah. Anyway, let's back to this more pleasant movie.
all right. So I don't know if my mom's going to score yet. So let's just go through the the Gambit, and we'll start with Dave.
Go through the Gambit.
Judakadung?
Yeah, it wasn't a bad. I mean, I have to admit, I rate it on a bit of a different scale because it is a made-for-TV Disney Channel movie, mostly starring kids, that couldn't quite make up its mind if it was a kids' movie. But other than Mrs. Klein, the acting wasn't bad.
Glad you said
she was a little over the top.
Well, I thought too.
And whether that was her or the director is unclear, but she was a little over the top. Actually, I'm sitting there going partway through, it's like, oh, at the end she's going to be cheering for the team. This is so set up, But, the acting was good, far from great, but good enough. The acting was good. The writing was okay. The direction was awful. I mean, that last 10 minutes of the basketball game, where it's constantly switching between fast motion, slow motion, blurry motion, pyrotechnics, it was just a complete mess.
There was no CGI, at least.
And sure, but the poster that Eric puts up when he has on the display, that's how it was edited. It was just this blurs and cut scenes and just this constant jumble. It's a basketball game. I mean, it's. I know they're trying to, it's called Four Court Miracle, but they were trying to make it seem like far more than it needed to be sympathetic and fun. They overdid that last 10 minutes quite a bit.
Oh yeah.
Brittany says the mom and Mrs. Klein, good gravy. They made me so angry.
The mom too, but at least she wasn't badly acted. Mrs. Klein was even badly acted.
Yeah,
but again, it was a harmless little 90-minute made-for-TV movie. It didn't have grand aspirations. I think it succeeded in doing what it was trying to do, which was make a fun little movie that had basketball and Judaism as its core, and it was fine for that. It wasn't great, but I didn't hate it. I wouldn't go out of my way to watch it again, but if someone said, "Oh, can we please watch that movie?" I'd go, "Oh, okay." So it's sort of in that category. So it's about a 65 from me.
Wow.
65 for Dave. Brian.
Ooh. All right. Pretty much I don't mind made for TV movies. I used to watch all of the Disney Channel originals. I think I've even seen this one before, but it's been a long time. And yeah, the one the mom made how do I like this? The mom, and then it made me so I was just really,
it's uncomfortable.
Yeah, uncomfortable. No, when he was saying dogs to them, it just sounded really forced. I don't know if you guys caught that.
Yes.
I was like,
For the lions, by the way. Listen to all those lions, wolf.
Yeah, but I love. We already said it. They definitely treated the history really well. I like that a lot, and I always like seeing the miracle things in movies and stuff like that. I'm gonna rate it higher than Dave. I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna go 72.
Wow. 72. All right. Yeah. My mom did put in here. I really think of the few Hanukkah movies, this is the best one.
Wait, I haven't seen very many.
Now, to be stereotypical, they do say Jews run Hollywood. Why are there no Hanukkah movies?
Right?
I was not as big an audience. They're practical.
I actually even looked to see if there, because I would love to see Eric
and I are gonna write
historical Maccabees movie. I was looking for one after this movie, and I cannot find one.
Wasn't it I Heart Maccabees or something like that?
No.
I Heart Maccabee. Oh, there's our movie, Eric.
I want to see about the rebellion and stuff. I couldn't find one.
And look at Brittany. Adorable, some silly things, being obviously a cheesy Disney, but she also gives it a 90.
Nice.
Look at that.
Is that because you're playing it off the Stone movie, or
yeah,
what?
We're bouncing it here.
I don't think it needs a 90.
It's a rebound score from the other movie.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Basketball all the way. I think that I'm going to give it a 75. It was cute. It was fine. I could sit through it, but dog.
Remember, it was filmed 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Right. And I did think it was better, like I said earlier, better than other Disney made for TV movies that are just so horrible. This was not as cheesy as
No.
those. So
And it did have what's that?
Change it to an 80.
Oh, an 80.
That was what I was going to do.
All right.
Oh man.
What?
Well, you can change yours too, Wade.
He hasn't given us yet.
So, yeah, so I appreciate it. I liked it too. And I liked it. They did a good job with talking about the Maccabees and Hanukkah and things. And yeah. So I was going to give it an 80. So I'll give it an 81.
Oh, an 81.
Actually, I'll take it back. I'm going to give it an 85. I like that dreidel wrap. That was pretty good, man.
To be fair, Brittany says she watched the first one. She watched this one first. She gave it a 90 before Family Stone.
Okay. So
it's a genuine score. As far as Hanukkah movies go, my mom is right. It is one of the best, which also means it's one of the worst. Because are there 5?
I can't find very many.
Eric, we're writing a Hanukkah movie. I'm telling you, we're gonna
Eat Crazy Nights.
Yeah,
this is our goal. After the sitcom gets picked up, that's our next project.
Come on, board.
I did not like some of the basketball stuff because I hate when it's like just hire somebody that knows a lot about basketball. Some of it was right though; they did get some of it right.
Well, that coach though,
the coach is like sitting there grading papers during the game, and then gets it's like
coach us, yay, go Lions,
yeah,
yay.
Yeah.
Felt bad for the kids.
It is a movie I would watch again. Like I said, it might become my annual Hanukkah festival movie. So I'm going to go with an 88 on this one because I like 88 miles per hour.
Nice.
We have not yet heard from Adam, which scares me, but
he said he liked it worse than the other movies, so that's sad.
Well,
liked it worse.
Liked it worse. That's what I said.
Be kind.
So,
be kind, Eric. Rewind.
I did think, I respected the source material. I respect the way that they infused the holiday into the movie. Although I felt at times it was heavy-handed.
Yeah.
The flashbacks to the desert I thought were
it reminded me of the Big Green that way when they did that. Like, if you ever seen It's a Soccer one, the Big Green did that. It did something like that. It's another Disney Channel. So
same director.
And the problem, so in this arena where we're comparing it against other movies of all types, and I know everybody's got their own scoring system, but for me, I ended up at a 30. I just couldn't. I just couldn't.
It's still higher than the Family Stone.
But that is considerably higher.
Yeah.
Than Adam's score.
Oh man.
Jeez, Adam. I don't think you watched it.
He's an anti-Gentile.
I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm offended as a basketball coach or a Jew. I'm not sure which way I'm more offended here, Adam.
Wow.
Yeah, I would have
really thought this was worse than Family Stone.
Oh,
Adam.
Yeah, Family Stone had much higher production values, but boy, was it painful.
Oh, it was so painful.
Probably what Sarah Jessica Parker got paid for that movie was probably the budget of this movie.
Yeah,
I kid you not. That's
I believe it.
No, probably got $1 million.
Whatever the makeup person got paid in that movie.
Yeah,
was the craft service budget.
This one.
Yeah, exactly. Craft
the food
service
budget might have been.
Yeah. Oh man, but I think that like if we were rating just like TV movies, I would have given it way higher. Like if it was just like made for TV movies or whatever. Like
what movies?
Yeah, if we're just rating.
Since we were rating it against the other ones, that's why I had to give it a 70.
Well, we're not necessarily rating against anything.
It's whatever scale you feel like makes sense for you is really how we do it.
Yeah.
Well,
that's what I thought about. Yeah.
This movie, The Old Testament from 1963.
I think I saw something. I think I had seen that, and that was the only other thing that I could find. And I don't know if it was there was like an Italian one, and I think that one was in the. Yeah, and I just I was like, how am I ever going to watch that?
Movies, yeah.
So, yeah.
Sergio Leone directed one. It was really.
Well, I know you're all anxious to know how this all shakes out. there is Full Court Miracle beating out the Bellboy, coming in right below Gunga Din.
Okay.
Well, Gunga Din was my dad's favorite movie.
Yeah, how about that? Right, and then if we scroll down here,
Just one page.
Family Stone
Oh,
wow.
from the bottom.
our second lowest rated Christmas movie.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, there we have it.
Right below the Great
I would,
Santini.
I would like to have a runoff between Family Stone and Mixed Nuts. But we're not going to do that.
I would keep my relative ratings the same.
You know, Eric, we should do a like a tournament, a tourney, if you will, the Liberty Bell, whatever that thing was called, the movie, where we take like 64 of our movies and we have to rescore them, and we come up with an ultimate champion.
64.
We'd have to take the top 64 movies and number one, and we just do it like a bracket, and we rescore them.
But your memory of a movie is never the same as your fresh watching of a movie.
Oh no, we have to watch them again.
So,
Oh my
okay,
God.
That's why we're not doing the bottom 64.
You would like to take 2023 and rewatch every movie, is what you're saying.
Maybe.
All right.
Speaking of movies, by the way, Saturday morning we did a special EriDan show.
Yes, we did.
Because Rafi was out and Eric joined me, and Michael Menza popped in.
Wow.
Yeah.
We got
The
to
mind
find out
of
what
Menza.
he's up to.
Yeah. So you never know what's going to happen on the Dan Rosenberg Show.
It would be interesting because there are some people. She doesn't have a bad point here.
Oh,
There are some movies that some people never got to score, like Howard the Duck. I think only two of us scored that one.
I know.
That's
They
okay.
missed out.
Yeah, well, it's not
More than two.
You can't look back. You just got to look forward to the
Exactly.
future.
All right,
And
Marty.
speaking of the future, are we ready to move to the wheel of reels?
Yes, double feature. Oy vey.
Ho, ho, ho! Feliz Navidad.
All right. Here we go. Let me see. We need to get Brian on this wheel. There's Brian. There you are.
Is Reagan going to participate? Is she still sitting beside you?
She's nearby.
She's nearby. She
Reagan,
would
do you
come
want
in.
to be in?
Yeah, she wants to be in.
Yeah, she does. All right. Are we missing anybody?
Adam says no thanks to rewatching. He's suffered enough.
That's right.
Sorry.
Adam, yes.
All right. I'm giving this a shuffle, and we'll give this a spin. We'll spin this twice. I think everybody's here, so I don't think there's anybody whose name it would land on. Amanda would be the only one, I think, who's not here in the comments. We've not heard from Amanda tonight. I'm going to turn Amanda space off since she doesn't seem to be here, unless she yells and screams. Well, let's give it a first spin. All right, here we go. Who gets to choose our first holiday? Second.
Adam's name should come up. He's put up some real pain this year.
Oh, there's Brian. Oh, Brian.
All right.
There you go.
Oh, wait, Amanda is here.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, no, I feel terrible. All right, let's throw her in.
Put her back on.
I'm going to, but, you know.
She missed a spin is all.
Change fate. Who knows who names might have come up. All right, let's give this a spin. And sorry about that, Amanda. I did not know you were with us. All right, let's give it a
quiet.
spin.
It's not your fault.
And here we go. And we're spinning, and we're spinning, and we're spinning.
It's going to be Amanda.
And we're landing on Dave.
Whoa, the pressure.
Oh, my goodness. Here we go. A double feature of Dave and Brian choosing holiday movies for next week. Does either one of you have a clue about a movie?
Possibly. I'm thinking it over.
I have a thought. I just have let me check availability.
All right, so we'll give
Oh,
them
I
a
mentioned
moment.
Eric on the spreadsheet. You don't have a score for Miracle on 34th Street.
Did I put my name in the wrong column? I've done that before.
How did people like that one? I didn't get. I was infected. I still am. But like,
What did I do there? I'll have to go back and watch again.
Who are you infected with, Brian?
it's embarrassing. I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, then we won't talk about it. Okay.
Hoof and mouth disease?
No. Okay, I'll say it. It's whatever. So I got the vaccines. I got the flu shot and then the COVID, and I had them on the same day, and I got like super dehydrated. And
Yes.
I got an infection from being dehydrated.
Oh no.
That can happen.
Yep, it happens, and it's painful.
I'm sorry.
I just had my first flu shot ever. 52 years. I've never had the flu either, for that matter. And I just decided, because we have friends, and one of their kids who's not that old was in the hospital with the flu.
Yep.
And Chris Kattan was just in the hospital with pneumonia and had to have surgery.
Yep.
And this thing that's going around. I mean,
I've known people with RSV now that are being hospitalized, and it's tricky.
And I've been traveling a lot, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to get the shot. And I had a little bit of a fever, I think, the first night. Woke up in the middle of the night, a little sweaty, and I was definitely dehydrated for a day.
Reagan had the flu for 2 weeks.
Oh man.
She just got over it. She didn't even know she's going to work. And I'm like, go to the doctor. And they called her and said, she said, I'm at work. You shouldn't be at work. You have the flu. And she was over it 2 days later. 2 weeks she had it.
Yeah.
Next week we'll pick 6 movies. No, I'm kidding, guys. Everybody gets a choice. No, I'm kidding.
Okay, the one I'm thinking of is readily available, so that's good.
Cool.
I want to know if mine goes with yours.
I've debated another one, but I'm gonna go ahead and go with, ultimately, especially after the last 2 we've watched, I want something more traditional, old school.
That's what I was feeling.
So, The Bishop's Wife, not the remake, not the Preacher's Wife, the original David Niven, Loretta Young, The Bishop's Wife.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Deja Vu.
It's available on Prime Video.
What year was that?
1940 something.
I think.
1948.
Yeah.
48. Okay. There you go. So, Brittany, 1948. Do not watch a newer version.
Oh, yeah. I want to know how you guys scored. How did it do? I really like that one.
Miracle on 34th Street ended up with an 83.
Awesome.
Very high.
Right.
Did you not score it, Brian?
Like I said, I didn't make it to that one.
Yeah, I wasn't here.
I wasn't here.
All
But
right,
I really
Brian.
liked it.
You can score it if you,
Yeah.
What would you?
I would give it right around, like 85 or 6. Yeah, for sure. I liked it a lot.
Was that your first time seeing it?
Yeah, first time. Yep.
Oh,
wow.
So good. I can't believe that as a film major, you never ever saw that. That's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
no.
Well, the Korean version you saw.
we were talking about that. My professor was like, "You guys have seen all of these ones before, like that we're supposed to watch. So we're gonna watch like all of these foreign films." Yeah, I think the only traditional one we watched was like Citizen Kane, thing like that.
Of course.
Yeah. All right, I chose White Christmas. If you guys haven't watched it,
My prediction, yes. Because the other week you said you were in shock that we hadn't picked White Christmas one of the previous years. So I predicted you were going to pick that one.
Yeah.
Yes. Adam's not going to like it, but I love it.
Wow.
But Adam, Wednesday night, Adam's going to be at the theater to see the first screening of It's a Lot. So
cool.
And that's streaming on Fubo. If you install the Fubo app for free, you can watch White Christmas.
This is rigged.
Is it not on anything else?
This is rigged.
I can't believe it's not on
Check
anything
your
else.
libraries.
You can rent it. You can rent it, obviously. A multitude of places.
At least Brian's is in color, Adam. Like mine.
True.
I always thought it was like just always on Netflix.
It'll probably be airing somewhere soonish, but I don't know if it'll be airing in the next week.
Yeah.
No, I like it. Is on Netflix. You're right.
Yeah, it's like always on Netflix.
Oh, okay, great.
You have to be getting Netflix, obviously, to get that for free. But then, yes.
So you borrow someone's password and you watch it.
That's right. Exactly.
Your name will come up, Adam. I predict your name will come up before the month is out.
we're running out of names, Adam. It has to.
Well, yeah, we're gonna choose 2 out of the remaining 6 people next week. So, or we'll check. We'll just pick. We'll just keep picking until Adam gets in there, and we'll watch 6 movies if we need to.
The quadruple feature at the end of the month.
Do it
Yeah.
after Christmas, the Monday after Christmas. You can still
That
watch
will be the Monday after Christmas. That is correct.
So
So see, it's Christmas weekend. You can watch 6 movies.
I almost, Adam, I almost picked The Night Before, thinking that might be more up Adam's alley. And it's a movie I do enjoy a great deal, but I wanted to go more traditional.
Yeah, I was going to be like, we could watch Die Hard.
Not a
The
Christmas
Night Before, starring Seth Rogen.
Okay, now I will say the best argument. I'm going back to the Die Hard argument, and I will say this is the best argument, the best discussion point that I have heard about the whole Die Hard a Christmas movie thing. And for me, this is where it lives and dies. Is the simple fact that if Home Alone is a Christmas movie, Die Hard is a Christmas movie. Right?
Yeah.
The main character is fighting off bad guys the night before Christmas. The movie ends on Christmas Day. There is Christmas music throughout both movies, right? Basically, Kevin grows up to become John McClane.
Makes sense.
Oh my goodness.
And it's true. I mean, when it comes down to it, both movies have about as much Christmas to them. They're just thwarting bad guys.
Brian's and my movie are both very much Christmas movies.
Oh, they are, yes.
Oh, yes. No, there's no doubt that these are the Christmas of Christmas movies. I inadvertently, Dave, so in the spreadsheet, I inadvertently bumped my score out of that, but I had gotten it right before it had gone.
Okay, so the rating didn't change from that. Okay.
Yeah, so I put it back in, and that's why it's at an 83. So yeah, so if and when Adam is chosen next week, we will expect Adam to choose a very modern movie because he is requesting something modern. So hopefully next week,
David Harbour's Violent Night will be.
That's right, exactly. We've got all the dates wrong on the spreadsheet too. Now I never updated these properly. No, I'm good. All right, so next week will be the 19th. Weekend after that will be the 27th, 26th.
Don't we have the remake of The Bishop's Wife to thank for Whitney Houston's version of Dolly Parton's "I Will Always Love You"? Isn't that what that came
that's from? The Bodyguard. That's from the
Bodyguard. You're right. You're right.
And
The Preacher's Wife. That was also with Denzel and Whitney. Yeah.
Okay, so The Bishop's Wife is not David Niven; it is Cary Grant.
And David Niven
is the bishop.
Oh, okay, all right.
Cary Grant's the wife.
David Niven and Loretta Young are the bishop and his wife.
Okay, well, I forgot that because it's Cary Grant all the way, and I'm like, what are we watching here? Sorry.
Wow. All right. Speaking of what else were we watching? First, I'm going to share this.
All I want to do is save you money. And to prove it, you can put a waterbed on layaway for just $10 down. Okay, I did the finger bit again. Do it again. Remember, all I want to do is save you money. Did I say that? Okay. Wait a minute, we weren't ready to open. You caught me with my pants down, but no one sells carpet or waterbeds for less, and to prove it, you can put it on layaway for just $10. Let me see that one.
Are you feeling all right, Eric?
That's Wade's dad.
Eric, you have to send me a link to that. I want to send it to Charlie.
See? I'll send you the actual video file. How about that? Even better. Oh, man.
Wow.
Wait, you caught me with my pants.
I want to play. Actually, I want to play that before the screening as a commercial.
It's a waterbed commercial.
It's
amazing.
Wow.
I know. I knew you'd appreciate it.
Oh my God! It is his dad.
And then, if we had one from the 70s, it would be better.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man. See, it's magical night. It's a magical night here.
It's Murray Goldberg.
He really says Ottomans, doesn't he?
Yeah, see, the Ottoman Empire.
Yeah.
Of course, he's dead now.
It's the Ottoman Empire.
That show really went downhill after I think Adam Goldberg, the creator of it, left, and they no longer had his videos and his original stories. It's not to say it's not still sometimes enjoyable, but it's not anywhere near the show it used to be.
Yeah. Yeah. Once Adam Goldberg, you can't leave. I mean, he left his own show.
You can't do that. Why would he do that?
Well, I think he also sort of ran out of videos. But
creative differences.
Yeah.
His videos were my favorite part.
Oh, they were sometimes brilliant, just absolutely hysterical.
I loved them.
Yeah, the first 4 or 5 seasons of that show really were incredible.
Yeah. Absolutely.
We were watching. What were we watching? The on Sunday, on CBS Sunday Morning or whatever it's called. They had a feature on the Smothers Brothers.
Oh,
and they showed a clip of George Segal playing banjo with them, and I went, "Oh, it's Pops."
He was so young, so young.
I love this.
So here's a funny story.
Please.
Rick Springfield name drop time, so you might as well get that thing ready. When we were rehearsing, he could not.
It's
He
sort
kept
of cheating now that you're in a show with him.
I know that it's not a name drop anymore. He was talking about I was in the show with George Segal, and George Segal cannot remember lines to save his life. And they were filming in New Zealand, and it was like a beach show. I think it was called High Tide or something like that, where Rick was like a detective, and George Segal was the other star in it. And he said there'd be a guy on a float out in the water with cue cards. And he'd be like looking out in the water, and his lines would be out there.
Was it Wally?
Probably. So yeah, that was, and every time he screwed up a line, he dropped an F-bomb. Rick did. So we have like 17 of him just F.
This reference to Rick Springfield was brought to you in part by the all-new 2022 EriDan, for style that can't be changed. By the way, we are clearancing out the 2022 EriDans to make room for the 2023 EriDans. Mm-hmm. So please head on down today.
Do you have a dealer model? You know,
I got me with my pants down, but I will sell you an EriDan.
Still legal in 17 states.
It could happen. It could happen.
That's funny.
Oh, let's see. What have I been watching besides hockey and basketball?
Wow.
It's college basketball season, you know, so I do enjoy watching Pitt play. They're actually good again this year.
Yeah, Pitt's not doing too bad.
It's high school Jewish basketball season in my neighborhood, so we've been watching all up to that.
Oh, you have the yeshiva.
Not Jewish high school basketball, high school Jewish basketball. It's like there's a specific variety of basketball called Jewish basketball.
How hard it is to find a Jewish basketball these days?
Oh, you people.
How do you tell a Jewish basketball? Let's get this little cap on the top.
And by you people. Like
I watched about half of Saturday Night Live from this past Saturday, and it was terrible.
It was good.
I thought it was going to be fantastic. You've got
I'm so disappointed.
You have comedy gold. You've got Steve Martin.
It wasn't as good as I hoped it would be, but it was still good.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't see all of it yet.
I love the White Christmas bit. I thought that was hysterical.
With the Bears?
Yeah.
What about I like the Scrooge.
Scrooge was okay. That didn't work as well. It was just so obvious. Yeah. After it was a one joke sketch that they then did the same joke again and again and again and again.
Well, that's SNL.
I know, but sometimes they do it better than others.
Yeah.
But literally, they could have had Ed Grimley. They could have had Wild and Crazy Guys. There's so many things they could have done.
I did love the opening monologue. How many times have you hosted, Steve?
Yeah, I enjoyed the monologue. The monologue I thought was right on track. I was very excited through the monologue, and then the skit started. Even the news wasn't great this time. It was just, it
wasn't great, but it was an above average episode.
Yeah. I don't know. We might have some bloopers or some blue pays, as Adam calls
blue
them.
pays.
Oh yeah, the blooper reel for it's a lot.
So we finished Wednesday at our house. I still feel that is a solid series, and we watched Spirited for the third time. So
wow. to Adam's comment, even more than Jiminy Glick, I would have loved to have seen a Nathan Thurm.
Oh,
I love Nathan Thurm.
We could have given one, right? I mean, I know.
Well, they did. Did you watch the whole thing yet?
Nope.
Okay, because there is one of the very last sketches is pretty good.
I think
actually the very last sketch.
Yeah, Father of the Bride.
Yeah.
All right, I'll see if I can maybe think about maybe doing it.
I'm surprised they kept that one to the very end. It's almost like it was an afterthought.
Why would they do that?
Yeah.
I bet you that it did well in rehearsal, and that's what that was from.
Either that, or it was one of those ones where if we have time, kind of thing, because they do have some flexibility with time.
Yeah,
they have sketches they may or may not.
I was just a little disappointed overall. I was like, oh.
But they are filming season 3 of Only Murders in the Building.
That is exciting. You know, Selena Gomez came out for like 4 seconds. I didn't understand that either.
Well, watch till the end. She's on a little more.
All right. All right. See what I can do. I was pretty disappointed. Anybody else watching anything else?
Well, I was watching
EriDan
movies.
Yeah, I've been watching tons of Christmas movies.
Play another TikTok if you guys don't talk.
Well,
leave a moment of silence, and I swear I will do something.
To Adam's comment about the Father of the Bride sketch, it almost felt like it was mostly improvised. It had sort of that feel to it, like Martin Short was riffing.
There were a couple of things that felt were a little improvised. The Santa bit with him being an elf.
The Santa bit was not that great.
Improvised.
The Santa bit was not that great. I did love when he stood up. That was cute.
Yes, but it also seemed a little spontaneous.
But my favorite bit that was unscripted was when they're doing the train scene, when they're doing snow in the train scene, and Steve Martin does not hit his pitch when he comes in. Martin Short gets an expression and does it.
Yeah, that was funny. Again, not written, but funny.
No, but that's because they're two funny guys. You know, you don't have to be totally scripted.
That's true. Uh-oh.
I haven't been watching anything. Reagan's had Chuck on again.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
I've been watching just a bunch of like made-for-TV Christmas movies.
On Hallmark?
Any good ones?
Yes,
any standouts?
Did any stand out?
Did you watch the Lindsay Lohan Surviving?
I did watch it.
Where are we what are we talking about here on a rating of Lohan movies?
Oh,
like Herbie Fully Loaded, Mean Girls,
Parent Trap.
Parent Trap. That's right.
I think those are better.
Wow.
I'm putting Herbie Fully Loaded on this wheel someday. You wait.
Yeah, I didn't like that one as much. As
when are we gonna have a game night, Eric?
Right after this. No, I have no idea.
I have to work at 8 a.m. I don't think so.
Come on.
I'm trying to think if any stood out.
I think Christmas morning around 9 a.m.
That's the trouble with most of those made-for-TV Christmas movies is even the ones that aren't bad, they're kind of enjoyable. They all sort of blend together. Yeah.
Well, there's
there was this one
every year.
There was this one. It's a made for. I don't know what television channel it was made for. I'm trying to remember the name. It had the guy from Saved by the Bell in it, and it wasn't too bad. And they were repeating the same like day over again.
They always a Groundhog Day-ish kind of.
Yeah, they always do that in Christmas movies now too. But
Screech and Groundhog Day.
Yeah, Paul. Yeah, him.
I
think it was like 12 Dates of Christmas or something. It wasn't bad. It wasn't like amazing, but it wasn't bad. I liked it.
I wonder if this is gonna be the year we finally have Groundhog Day come up on someone's choice, because that is such a great movie.
I do like Groundhog Day.
I do agree.
Yeah.
I do agree. Sooner or later it'll land on a Monday, but it's not going to land on a Monday this year.
No.
No.
Yeah, but who knows? You know, if Dan's schedule gets busy, it might keep shifting to Tuesdays or Sundays.
Eric just keeps saying he really wants to play some TikToks.
He's hoping
we're signing. Go ahead and just play it, Eric.
All right, it's really bad, but I'm going to do it.
We're no strangers to love. You know the rules, and some
He rickrolled Feliz Navidad.
Is this because you're hanging around all these college-age kids, Eric? Is that why this is your sense of humor?
I think it is. I guess it exactly.
I find it quite amusing. I enjoyed it a lot. It's one of my favorites.
That's funny.
It's so good.
I didn't even know that was a thing till like this summer, and they
Rickroll?
yeah, because somebody posted something on I don't know what it was, on something on the library Facebook page, somebody who works there, and she's like, "Oh, just watch it," and I'm like, "Oh, it's for Ghastly," and I'm singing along. I didn't know it was a thing. I'm like, it didn't work, duh. And
yeah, you actually liked it. You're like, "Oh, I love this song. Thank you for sending me a link. Thank you for sending me a link to this."
I feel like that's what happened to me the first time like somebody played it. I was just like, I know this song. And
yeah,
I was
exactly.
Like,
as long as people have linked, as long as people have linked to the official video, which should be monetized, I wonder how much money he's made off of Rickrolling.
Right.
That's a good question. Well, I mean, he's still out there touring. He's still getting it done.
Well, the Smothers Brothers are actually doing a small tour in their 80s.
Wow.
Tommy died.
No, they're both around.
Why did I think he died?
The Property Brothers.
Adam, that is a
CBS
Christmas
Sunday morning
movie.
yesterday. They're touring in this coming year.
Adam, I'd rather get a lobotomy is a Christmas movie on the Hallmark Channel.
Ah, yes.
I think it's
a lobotomy Christmas, a lobotomy Christmas.
Yeah. Yeah, the Smothers are both alive.
Wow. I don't know why I thought they
Mandela effect.
He was smothered.
Thomas and Richard.
Man.
Wow.
I'll be right
They're
back.
not coming anywhere close to us. They're going to California and Florida.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, Dan got a better offer.
I bet.
The nice old people places.
Rick Springfield's calling.
Yeah.
Probably is. Or Tiffany.
It is possible.
Yeah, Dan's growing too big for us.
It's
Oh,
true.
yeah.
It is
We knew
true.
it would happen
Yeah,
35 years later.
he's gonna leave us all behind soon.
It's sad.
Purge all these videos, pretend it never existed. Go hang out with Kanye.
That's right. What? Never gonna happen. Be a dinner at his house. He didn't know Kanye was coming, and all of a sudden he had no idea.
I don't even know who that person is.
I don't even know. All right. So, hey, so I went to Steel City Con yesterday, which is Pittsburgh's version of Comic-Con. Stacy, I did not see you there this time.
I wasn't there last time.
That's right. You didn't even go last time.
No, I didn't go. I gave my ticket up to Reagan's friend.
It was crowded. And that was
it?
on Sunday. And on Saturday, people were rather not happy with the amounts, how crowded it was. And
Wonder why.
Really?
Well, it's a small venue. And, you know, and again, it's one of these things where, I mean, they're better off overselling and, you know, making sure that it's better to have too big of a crowd than to have too big of a venue.
Yes.
Yep.
And so they are definitely reached that point where they're getting really half decent celebrities to come, and it's causing the crowds to come. But
Who was the biggest name this year?
it was Chevy Chase again.
Okay.
They had Chevy Chase. They had 4 of the Hobbits from Lord of the Rings.
Oh,
With
but not
Sean
Martin Freeman.
Huh?
Not Martin Freeman, I'm sure.
No, I would guess not. No.
Not Sean Astin, or was he there?
Sean Astin was there.
Okay.
Elijah Wood was there.
Okay.
Along with Chevy Chase, you had his wife from the Vacation movies.
Yeah.
Oh, Beverly D'Angelo?
There you go. And Christy Brinkley was there.
I thought I saw pictures of her.
Right? So she was there. Paul Abdul, straight up.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, you know, they had some people. We avoided all of that, but still it was whew.
Speaking of Elisha Wood, I've occasionally been tempted to put Sin City on the wheel because that is a really great movie, but I'm just afraid it's too violent for general audiences.
It's not a Christmas movie.
No, it's definitely not a Christmas movie.
It is definitely not.
But I do love that movie.
I haven't seen that for so long, but I do remember loving it quite a lot.
I'm trying to remember if I have seen it.
Bruce Willis, Elisha
Jessica
Wood,
Jessica Alba. Come
Jessica
on.
Alba. Yep.
And probably her least annoying role ever. And I love Jessica Alba, but there's some of her movies that are like unwatchable.
Jessica Alba in her least annoying role ever.
I haven't seen it. That's weird.
Let's watch Honey, followed by Into the Blue.
Oh,
Into the Blue.
Oh man, these are not. Woo. Yeah, this is not. Yeah.
Did you get any autographs?
No. Honestly, we were going to. The guy who plays Gus on Private Benjamin, not Private Benjamin, but Breaking Bad.
Wow.
Where's the link?
Wow.
What did I miss?
Eric got a couple of
Confusing.
shows / movies mixed up, but they're very
Shows
similar.
Mixed up. Very similar shows. I got mixed up. No,
Private
Gus.
Benjamin and
Gus from Breaking Bad.
He was trying to think of Breaking Bad and somehow came up with Private Benjamin.
There's a Benjamin tie in there somewhere.
Giancarlo Esposito.
That is exactly who I'm talking about. He was supposed to be at this Steel City Con, and my kids both wanted a picture with him. So we were going to get a photo with him, and he unfortunately needed to cancel at the last night.
He's also Moff Gideon. He's also he's been in a lot of things.
He's in The Boys.
He's in The Boys. Was anybody else there from Breaking Bad?
Or Private Benjamin?
Was Goldie Hawn there?
No, but Paul Abdul was there.
Goldie Hawn. That's
straight up. Now tell me, was she really?
She was in Private Benjamin. No. Pirates of the Benjamins.
What's the line from Adam Sandler's song? That's one good fine looking Jew.
Oh man. It was a decent lineup. The lineup coming for this April is currently not impressive, and I kind of hope it stays that way. Because the crowd was.
How much do the lineups change as it gets closer to the show?
Oh, it definitely increases substantially. Okay. Usually, they have one or two good names that they can announce at the end of the last show to say, "Oh, coming up this." Currently, the biggest name they have coming in April is Dolph Lundgren.
Oh, God.
Rocky IV. Woo.
Yeah, so they've got a ways to go, but I think they'll get there.
Reagan said, we have to go see him. He was in Chuck.
Yeah. Oh, Michael C. Hall is coming. Jenna Elfman. And two guys I've never heard of. Ross Marquand and Carrie Payton, both from Walking Dead.
Oh, well, that's why I don't know them.
I do not either. So
I've tried to avoid the whole vampire and zombie craze that's happened in the last 10 or 15 years.
Oh, at the past show, you would have enjoyed this, Stacy. At this past show, Vicki Lawrence was there, dressed as Mama.
I heard that she was going to be.
Yeah,
and we love her. She's funny. I like her a lot. We love, even my kids, they've watched old Carol Burnett. Oh my gosh. And they understand comedy from, what's really funny from watching Carol Burnett and Vicki Lawrence. And
my mom loved Mama's Family. And we went to probably the last major thing that I took her to before she really didn't get out as much was Vicki Lawrence was up at Westminster College. And so we went up there and watched her.
How cool.
Yeah.
How nice.
My favorite Gilbert Gottfried story was a friend of a friend picked him up he was doing a college, and he was totally quiet the whole time. They went out to eat. He went with them. They're like at an IHOP, and out of the blue, halfway through his meal, he just starts into this whole bit. He's like, "What's the deal with Mama's Family?" And he does this whole thing about that the guy lives in the basement, and why would he live in the basement? And blah, blah, blah. And then he just stops. He goes, and he continues eating. Didn't say another word until the show.
He has comedy Tourette's or something.
Wow.
Yeah,
Probably.
Good.
Mama's Family, the TV show, I didn't like as much because
it was too long. It was too long. It was a 5-minute sketch on Carol Burnett was the right length for it.
Yeah, but sometimes they were longer on Carol Burnett too, and sometimes
they were. And they sometimes got a little bit weighty. I mean, they were not all just like comedy, but they were
get a little serious.
Yeah.
Probably the two people I would have liked to get in a picture. They had two people from Stranger Things there. They had Eduardo Franco from the final season, and they had
Spinning Circle.
Marazzo.
Oh my gosh, look how cute he was.
I
He
know.
looks like he should have been in the movie we watched this week.
Wasn't he? No. I'm sorry.
I don't think he was old enough.
Oh my goodness.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So make sure you watch Private Benjamin. No, okay.
Nah.
That's okay.
The Christmas episode.
I
That
know
was
there
actually a
was.
TV show too.
Yeah, who was in the TV show?
I don't remember who played the Goldie Hawn role in the TV show.
No, I'm sorry.
No, she was really cute. She was. Oh
Was it Heather Locklear?
no, it was.
No.
She was kind of unknown.
Yeah, it wasn't as big an actress. It was certainly no Goldie Hawn, but it was. Oh, let's see.
Goldie Hawn. Let me see. Let me look at here. We are looking for Lorna Patterson,
Yeah.
Eileen Brennan, Wendy Jo Sepber, and Hal Williams.
Oh, Wendy
Yeah,
Jo
definitely
Sperber.
Lorna
She
Patterson.
died.
Who did?
That's Wendy Jo Sperber. She was Marty McFly's sister.
Yeah, Lorna Patterson, but I don't remember what else I would know her from. Oh, Eileen Brennan, though. Yeah, she was good.
Yeah. Lorna Patterson, Airplane. She was the singing
Oh yeah.
stewardess.
It was 1981, and they did like 39 episodes.
Yeah, we used to watch it. It drove my mom crazy. She did not like that show.
We saw Eileen Brennan when we watched The Sting.
Yes.
Yes.
Wow. Yes.
Yes.
That is correct. Well, how about that?
Yeah.
Well, I'm out of Tic Tacs, and it's time for bed.
Tic Tacs.
Tic Tac, TikToks. I got them all.
Assignments.
I got none of
Hey,
them.
Eric, your woman on campus, Emily.
My woman on campus.
Whoa.
My woman.
Don't let that get around.
Emily on the campus, or whatever she's called. The girl, Geneva. Are you in charge of that?
No, I have nothing to do with that.
But she's your girl.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's my woman.
Meaning he's in charge of video.
No, that is a separate department.
Eric, I heard you got a woman on campus.
Well, yeah, let the rumors fall where they might.
Rumors get started.
She's Emma's roommate. That's all.
There you go.
And then a wedding.
That is the Center for Student Engagement handles their own marketing for students.
That's Center for Student Engagement, huh?
We do not produce things that are aimed towards students. We are aiming towards potential students.
Okay.
As we
Who
try
names the department the Center for Student Engagement anyway? You know, come on, that's a little suggestive.
Well, my title at my college is Student Affairs Specialist.
Whoa!
You see, our kids are getting engaged. Hers are having affairs.
That's funny. Well, your school is more
Beaver
religious
County,
than
you know,
ours.
come on.
That's true. That's true.
ACBC is a non-religious school, so
yeah,
you could have affairs as opposed to just getting engaged when you want to have an
That's
affair.
true.
All
Yes,
right, so
Geneva has higher ideals.
I bought some earrings. Is this weird?
Yes.
What is the Red Sox?
Black Widow.
Black Widow.
There you go. Oh, look at those. They're so cute. Look how
Are
cute
you going
they
to wear them?
Well, no, I have a floating head at my office that has ears.
You have the old Debbie Gibson head still?
Actually, this is a much nicer head. This is a beautiful mannequin head, and it actually has pre-drilled holes for earrings. So she'll wear them.
Is it like when Pee Wee put up the mannequin of himself when Dinah Shore was singing in his video booth so he could sneak in?
It could be used for such a thing. You know, it's all right. It does have a practical use, but I worry if I try to explain it, it'll sound even worse. So we have a photography studio, obviously, and so sometimes you're setting up for a photo shoot and you don't have a person around to test your lighting.
Yes.
Right? So if you
gotta
have
use a little thing
You
to
stand
put
it.
into the
head,
yeah.
if you have a three-dimensional head that you can then use to test your lighting, you don't have to bother people to
There's
take your
nothing wrong with that.
and
It's
so
not
so she sits there and creeps people out.
Yeah, but he doesn't do photography. That's the problem.
You see, she's my woman on campus.
We always
That's your next TV show, My Woman on Campus.
My woman. It's actually not bad. I'm going to get AI to write that for us right now.
in college we just had like the AC go and stand there and be like, take the lighting with the assistant camera guy.
You see, but what do you do if you're a shop of one?
Yeah, exactly. You use a mannequin head.
See,
Right,
I don't know what it is,
exactly.
Eric. Whenever I look at the screen and I see Stacy and Wade up there, because the M with the EES at the end, I just keep thinking, hey, we're the Maccabees.
Adam just shared his view.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh wow!
Nice.
It's not coming up for me. I get the biggest delay when you share stuff, Dan. It's weird. Oh, there it is. Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Look at that.
Nice reflections there. I like it.
Is that Portland? Adam? That's not Seattle. No, is that Portland? Where is Adam? Where in the world is Adam?
That is the question that
where in the world is Adam?
All night long.
I think that's Seattle. No. Oh, he's in New Orleans.
Oh.
Duh.
Orleans.
Is that New Orleans, Adam? I thought it was Seattle because of the three things right here. But there's Columbia Tower. Okay. I see where you are now.
Very pretty.
I like it.
Very pretty.
All right.
You're so pretty.
Cool, Adam.
Cool Adam, man.
Yeah, you're the butt, baby.
He is the butt.
Doing the butt.
Like, I did not
good.
understand
It's
that
not
in the movie.
weird.
I was like, what does that even mean?
Is that your mannequin head?
Yeah, this is the mannequin head that I have.
Does she have a wig? Please say she has a wig.
Well, of course she has a wig
Okay, good.
and a hat and scarf and a,
Do you have conversations with her?
Of course.
Of course, she's my woman on campus. I can't let her sit there by herself.
Nobody understands me.
Well, thankfully,
No,
your wife
you
was your
do.
original woman on campus. Jeez.
No, I know what you mean. There's a bit that the Center for Student Engagement does called Emily on Campus or something.
Thank
like
you.
that.
Emily on campus. Anyway,
Or something like that. And that's her bit, but that's not my bit. And
Billy on the street or something like that.
It's
It is. Yeah. So there we go. So if you want to follow Geneva College CSE, Center for Student Engagement, you can then find you can watch Emily on Campus.
So is your semester ending or has it ended? Or
It's finals week at Geneva
Okay.
College. So actually tomorrow is what they call reading day. Now is that anybody know what that is? Anyone? You have reading
It's
day?
a day where you read.
it's to give you a break between classes and finals, right?
Yeah, I don't think we had that. I don't think that was a thing, but it is a thing. Tomorrow is Geneva College Reading Days. There will be therapy dogs on campus from 6 to 8.
We had therapy dogs today, and no
my dogs.
I was going to bring out my doll head and let people just pet that, but no, they thought that wasn't adequate, so they're bringing in some therapy dogs.
When I was in Pittsburgh for the funeral, at the funeral home, they had a therapy dog, and it was a Labradoodle named Lainey. And we're like, oh, what a cute name she has, Lainey. And they go, well, her whole name is John Mulaney,
Oh my gosh!
but they just call her Lainey.
Because they found out she was a girl too late.
Wow.
No, her kids just love John Mulaney. And they're like, all right, so we call her
Guy
Lainey.
from Frasier?
No,
No.
John Mulaney's a comedian.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Sorry.
He's
John,
done some of the, he used to be an SNL writer.
Right,
He,
John
he did the
Mahoney is
stuff
who you're
on
thinking
with Bill Hader. He was the main writer on that.
He's married to Olivia Munn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
not anymore.
Yes, they are. They're together.
Are they
Yeah.
married? I thought they were just
Yeah.
having an affair.
After he broke
having a
up with
baby.
his
they
after he
don't go
broke
to
up with his
CCBC.
wife, he got married to Olivia Munn. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't go to CCBC. They're not having affairs.
This is the therapy dog we had today. That's Tucker.
And there's Erica's therapy doll.
Yeah.
Therapy doll.
That's Eric's.
The therapy doll. I should take that in.
That is one creepy face.
Get your homework done. Get it done. There's finals tomorrow. What are you doing up late? Okay, there you go.
You know, if she had seen that, Scarlett Johansson would have never taken the role. I was like, you think I look like that?
Isn't that Joan Crawford saying, no, why a hanger?
It's Joan Crawford and whatever happened to Baby Jane. Yeah.
It's the mommy dearest movie doll.
Oh my gosh, that's
Hey,
hilarious.
Dan,
No,
and
why
if you lived here in Pittsburgh, we could do dramatic reenactments for each movie.
Stop motion animation, Eric. You've got all the action figures. Come on, make some movies.
I have so many all the action figures. Just like being there, isn't it?
Oh, just like that.
Yes.
Your boss should see this.
She should totally see this.
You can't have the wedding ring now. I don't like your girlfriend.
Wait, we stopped doing the game show because of your boss, and you're doing this?
What? This is therapy. My boss knows I need therapy. What do you
Irish woman on campus. Oh,
Well, then I want $150 for 45 minutes then.
Dr. Katz.
Oh, Dr. Katz.
So that's why we don't do game night. Because
I do have the first season of Dr. Katz on DVD. I should go watch that sometime.
You should go do that.
Dr. Katz,
You
professional
guys got
therapist.
super dirty. Stacy especially got super dirty on game night. So, like, some of us were trying to find jobs, and you were all like dropping the. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
It was all Denise.
Let's blame Denise.
And the soul of her dreams.
No, I think it just became
for
too much.
soul.
There were too many nights a week. It was like 80 nights a week.
Yeah, we're doing double features all month too. It doesn't make it any easier.
It's true. It's true. If only there was another pandemic. No, I'm sorry.
Oh, no.
Dear Santa, what I want for Christmas
Forget the rails. We're coming
is
to a
coming.
screeching
It long
halt.
ago came to a screeching halt, Adam. This is as much of a train wreck as Wade's movie.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Well, I'm very anxious to hear what you all have to say about movies from the 40s and 50s, especially Adam. So, White Christmas, The Bishop's Wife. I've never seen The Bishop's Wife.
It's good. You'll like it.
I haven't seen
He's
it.
not
either.
my woman on campus either. White Christmas. Don't know if I've ever seen White Christmas or not.
Really?
Wow.
Okay. All right.
I don't know. I'm excited. This will be good.
Yeah.
And I've really been told by somebody on campus that I need to watch Christmas with the Cranks.
Yes, that's
Oh.
Reagan's movie. That's what Reagan wants to pick.
I have, and this person would be probably around Reagan's age.
Don't watch Last Christmas. Don't watch Last Christmas. Man, that was a bad movie. Ooh, we would see it a few years ago in the theater when it came out. Wow, was it a stinker? Oof.
This is the song. This is the movie based on the song.
It is sort of based on the song in the most creepy possible way.
Ew. Yeah, but Christmas with the Cranks is a John Grisham story, actually. John Grisham, the lawyer writer, and it was a really good book, and the movie is pretty darn good.
Yeah.
Now the Santa Clauses is on Disney Plus now.
Yep.
Which is the show that's the follow-on to the Santa Claus 3 movies.
Yeah. I have not watched it.
I haven't either.
I don't know. I maybe you don't like it, but I got tired of those movies. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did not give the Santa Claus a very high score. I'm not a fan of them either, but many members of my family are.
Yeah, that's why I was like, maybe you don't like me to say this, but
What did I give the Santa Claus?
It
It
need to
wasn't
be a
very good.
series.
I know ratings aren't everything, but I was a little scared from Christmas with the Cranks getting a 5
Wow.
on Rotten Tomatoes.
Wow.
What?
What is that?
Yeah,
No,
something's
something's
wrong
wrong
there,
there.
No,
I gave the Santa Claus a 60, so I didn't trash it, but I didn't like it.
well, I might like the sequels. I think the first one is better than the
The
sequels.
first is better, and I still don't like it that much.
Yeah.
Eric, I will say that the book was better than the movie of Christmas with the Cranks, but it's still
it looks
a good movie.
painful. It
It's
looks
not
like
painful.
It looks like kind of humor. Well, it's Chris Columbus again, right? So we're back to Home Alone. We're
Yeah.
back to
Well,
It has that feel to it.
When I looked at what the director of The Family Stone to see what else he had done, he has an upcoming project, Eric.
It's called The Family Jewels.
He is directing season 1, episode 1 of Secret Invasion.
Oh,
the new Marvel series.
Oh.
You're doomed.
Oh, that is too bad.
Yeah.
Wait.
I mean, I don't really know anything about that, and honestly, at this point, Marvel series, I always go in with very low expectations.
Well, it's interesting because the only 2 series that they've done since they started this whole run on Disney Plus.
That rhymed.
That they've gotten a season 2 out of, is they've announced season 2 of Loki and What If. All of the rest, it's one season and done.
And shockingly, Quantum Leap got a renewal.
Really? We did talk
I watched
about
a couple of episodes. It was okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's too bad.
I have not watched Willow.
Well, how are we at 96 minutes, everybody?
I don't know. It's time for
We
bed.
just keep going.
We miss each
I haven't
other.
watched Willow either. I haven't even watched
Unfortunately
the
for
first
you,
one.
Adam, it is very much like the song.
Yeah.
Which, if you love the song, it's a fun Christmas movie. If that's a
Is it
song
like-
you hate, you're not going to like the movie.
Is it like that thing you do where every 18
No.
minutes they sing White Christmas again?
No, but it does permeate it. It's what happened. What they made Hall. Well, I'll save it for next week.
Yeah. Oh, he was.
All
I
right,
see what
there's
you're
your
saying about.
teaser.
I got you. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
It's a
definitely.
follow-on movie to Holiday Inn, is what it really is.
Oh,
All right. Well, with that,
we'll see you at the Holiday Inn.
But Holiday Inn we'll never watch because it has blackface in it.
Oh, yeah, let's not go there.
Yeah, it's painful in some parts.
All right. Well, just much like this show. So
Much
thank
like
you
this
so
show.
much for joining us, and see you next Monday. Bye.
In case I don't see ya, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.